Rules first. Happy Friday!
Hi, happy Friday.
Hey, it's Casey and Kara with Create Captivate, and we are here today with our 5-minute-ish Fri YAY video, live from the historic DeWitt Cottage at the Atlantic Wildfowl Heritage Museum at the beautiful Virginia Beach oceanfront. We are currently standing. We're going to get to the marketing topic here in a second, but first I want to show you this beautiful space. Look at this. It's so pretty. So, this is the bridal suite that when you book a wedding in this venue, you have access to, and it has oceanfront views, and it's just really, really beautiful. So they were kind enough, this is Martha, they were kind enough to let us use the space today. We were here for a meeting, so we thought, why not make it a good time and go ahead and do our video from here. Martha, do you want to talk about the cottage a little bit? Do you want to jump over here?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Welcome to the historic DeWitt Cottage. We will be 125 years old next year. We're the hidden gem of the Virginia Beach oceanfront. For those that don't know, the cottage was built by Bernard Holland, the first mayor of the city of Virginia Beach, for his lovely bride, Emily. They lived here for several years until Emily decided that she did not like the sound of the waves at night. They kept her up. So they decided to sell the house to the DeWitt family, who moved here from Norfolk and had 10 children in this house. Today, we have the Atlantic Wildfowl Museum and the Shore Gallery Seaside Gifts reside in our beautiful cottage, and we are open for rentals for business meetings, weddings, personal celebrations, anything you would like. So come out and come see us. Thank you.
Yay, thanks Martha. All right, so who's excited to learn about social media and showing up in search engine results?
Yes.
Hopefully there's some people out there who are wondering about this, because we have a little few knowledge bombs to drop today. So let's talk SEO. Baseline. SEO stands for search engine optimization, and a lot of times when someone hears SEO, they think, oh, Google, right?
Yeah.
Google's the #1 most visited website in the world. It's the #1 search tool in the world. So
Pretty much the word search
and Google. Exactly. So when it comes to SEO, a lot of times we just associate that with websites, right? How do you get your website to show up higher in those Google search results?
Or show up at all.
One thing you can do, and this is how it goes into our current ongoing talk about social media, is you can be active on social media and send those links, those authoritative links back to your website, and that will get you some boosting in search engine results. So when people say like, oh, I need to work on my SEO, what can you do for our website? We look at it from a comprehensive approach. And one of the big pieces of that is, are you on social media for your business or organization? How frequently are you utilizing that? And what can you really do to boost your activity and get those links back to your page? So
Exactly. Not as complex as it sounds.
no, not at all. It's not as scary and technical as you might think. So think about this. If you have social platforms out there and you have your about or your bio section on those, and you haven't put
Maximized them.
right, optimize those profiles and put in that contact information of your website or your other social profile links, you might be missing out on some SEO opportunities. So SEO, the way, just to also back to baseline level, the way that it works is that or if you want to show up in organic searches, you need to have as many links back. Backlinking is a huge piece of that. You need to have links back to your website. So when you fill out those profiles, you want to make sure that your website link is working and accurate, current and up to date. You also want to make sure that every once in a while you're doing some kind of call to action and sending people back to your website from your posts.
Yes.
From your individual posts. When you post something, maybe it's back to a blog that you've written, maybe it's back to the About section where people can learn more about you or your business. An event page with more details. Maybe it's a landing page for a new product or service you're launching. Throw in some links every once in a great while. Not too much, because as we always say, please don't be salesy.
A great way, I guess an example would be Instagram. If you have a swipe up option, which not everyone yet does, but soon enough. But you can do a swipe up, which is also a great way to get more links to those pages.
Absolutely. So there are just little bits of strategy that go into play here. So when you're putting together your kind of overall social media strategy, you want to make sure that you're using it in a way that you're sharing those links back so that you're seen as kind of an authority by those search engines. Another thing you can do is really consider and maybe have some research done for you or do some yourself of the different keywords and phrases. So a lot of SEO depends upon the right keywords. You know, a lot of times with websites, it's like stuff on the back end, the metadata, that all attributes for images, that kind of thing. But you can actually utilize the categories on social profiles that you set up your page with, or the keywords in the captions on your pictures or videos, or on your event pages when you set those events up. So make sure you're looking at it from that comprehensive, big picture view, and making everything clear and concise, and also using the same kinds of phrasing across every platform.
Well, not only that, just in general, filling everything out.
Fill everything out.
We know it takes more time.
You gotta show up.
It'll last and give you so much more in the long end.
You gotta show up and be there and be present. So
it all goes back to time.
If you've fallen off the social media wagon, which happens, right? So a lot of our clients are very small businesses, very small organizations. Some one-person shows out there, very, limited team efforts. So we understand that you may not have the capacity at all times to just keep up this high level or this high pace. But if you strategically sit down, regroup, come back into it. Yesterday at our social media strategy workshop, we had a client there, and she's come to other events before. We've known her for a while, and she said, she had something happen in her family, a tragic event that she had to deal with, and she has kind of fallen off track with everything. And so what did she do? She invested into a workshop. She came back and she got some encouragement because she's going through a lot personally right now, and as a one-woman show, something's got to give.
And there's only so much scheduling can do.
Right. So she came back and she was very excited to kind of get that motivation and that momentum back up. I'm so proud of her. So, sometimes you just need that little boost. So whatever it is, whether it's watching some of these videos or some like them from other people or other organizations, or just going back and getting into a community or environment that encourages you, that's what we're here to do. So hopefully this was encouraging to you all, that you can take these little baby steps towards building some organic search results for your business. And that it doesn't have to be some big, expensive, overwhelming undertaking. Yeah. Kara, thanks for validating. But that's all. So this is actually probably one of the shortest 5-minute-ish Fridays we've had in a long time. It might be right at 5 minutes for once. So hopefully you found it helpful. If you have comments, questions, anything, go ahead and drop them in the comments here. We'll pop back in and we will answer them as quickly as possible. Feel free to private message us.
Be sure to look at what the workshop's coming up.
Oh, Meredith said you two are super cute.
We love you.
Meredith.
Be sure to look out for the upcoming workshops. Make sure you look at our page and our website.
Hit that events tab. We have some really amazing events coming up. We have a LinkedIn class at the end of the month, content cohort this next week. So
we're continuing to work on that workbook that will be out in the beginning of 2020.
We're gonna drop some new events and services in 2020, which is right around the corner too. So hopefully we see you next Friday. Next Friday we're gonna continue talking about social media.
Yes, we are.
So watch for next Friday's video and let us know if you need anything between here and now.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.